Hello and welcome to a new project, Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. Probably all of you have already seen that I've made a few sandbox videos for Kerbal Space Program, and I kind of realized that after a few, well, more or less after those videos that I've put out at the moment, that it's starting to take more shape of a series rather than what it was supposed to be, independent missions. For example, the not moon base. Well, the moon rover was more or less something where I thought I might continue on, but the polar station on Duna was more or less a one-time thing, and the same goes for everything else. But since I've started constructing space stations and expanded them and told that this is a stepping stone, I realized, wait, stop. I'm starting to create a series that is, based upon the previous episode, and this was not how it was supposed to be. I will probably continue doing some sandbox missions, but I will try to stick in sandbox only for the bigger, more interesting missions. There's one mission upcoming that I will probably still do in sandbox if I'm not going to cancel it, but after that it's probably going to be at hold for some time to maybe plan a bigger mission that is worth doing in sandbox and not really feasible in career. However, we will see. So anyways, now back to the screen. As you can see, we are here in this start screen, and I've selected a career mode, spaceship or name. The difficulty I think I'm going to go for, there's moderate. Okay, I thought about going hard mode, but I think moderate is good. I wasn't in this screen for a year or so I was a little bit confused, since I thought normal and then hard and then you can get custom or so then moderate is a perfect thing, because normal is a little bit too easy, I guess, and I've already played 3 or 4 save files through, so I guess I already know how this works. But I'm still not as good as some other YouTubers out there, like for example Matt Lone. So I'm not doing any, not promoting or something. Just probably if you're watching Kerbal Space Program, you know him, or at least Scott Manley. But anyways, I'm going to set it at moderate and leave everything else will be just the way it is. The only other thing I'm going to change is the picture. We're going to go with the channel profile picture, and then let's start. So welcome to the Space Center. Thank you, Gene. And the very first thing, as always, we're going to gather some information from Kerbin and our first spacecraft. So I think for those who already seen multiple videos, general Kerbal Space Program videos, are familiar with the start of the game, but I still think, even if you are familiar with the start of the game, going with some sort of, this was a bad idea, signs. Do we have already some signs? Yes, we have 4 for them. That's more or less it, probably. Not fighting the same stage, and go. Now what I want to say is, for those who do not know Kerbal Space Program, I think doing a career series has some benefits, since how it's called, you get to know how everything's starting to develop itself, so you can kind of get a feeling of how it works. And so I got no, thank you. This was so not planned, but I'm fine with that. Now let's do another crew report in flight above Kerbal shores. Let's throw Mr. Riku out. Now we're flying. Let's deploy a parachute and glide down. The thing that I think I want to say something, but I forgot what. That's really not the way it's supposed to be. Anyways. Oh yeah, building infrastructure, as in the last 2 missions in the sandbox save, is way more, or makes more sense in a career mode, since you're going to use those things. So that's also one of the main reasons why let's make 2 of them. This makes more sense going for career mode in this manner. Oh no, you just fell. So let's go in EVA report, then take data, board, and redo a crew report. And I think that's all we're going to do for our first launch. The very basic thing, sorry. So 27 signs plus probably, where is it? Recovery from a data. Now why do we have already whatever? Okay, that's good, thank you. And oh, we can't check them out from here, can we? Whatever, probably because of the contract. Yeah, we got, because of the contract, some more signs. And now we get other contracts, for example focus observation of Cuban. So take a crew board to flight above. No. Well, those missions, for those who don't know, are more or less our main income for money, which we have at the moment 88,000, and we'll definitely need around 1 million or 2 or 3 towards the mid game to get big ships out towards Jewel. Anyways, so in flight above crew. Now thank you, take a crew board for below. This is interesting. Somewhere I have to take a crew board and fly below something. No, escape the atmosphere into orbit of Cuban. So this is maybe something. Oh no, that's the orbit. No, never. Escape trajectory, no. So I think we're going to stick with only this one, and now take a crew report and take crew report and fly below. Let's take you below, so 2 times exactly below something at a location. Now into our research and development center. We're going to grab this, of course, and purchase it. Engineering 101, come on. Everything's needed. Now we have 20 more signs. ID general rocketry, biggest boosters, not necessary. Site radial decouplers, necessary. However, this is better. Oh, and it's only 15, so definitely going to get this, since we get barometer. Barometers are useful, especially if you want to get more signs. You spend signs to get more signs. That's always a good thing. So what do we have now? New things. And I don't know where to go. I mean, you know, in where to go by in terms of mission. And we got a 2 hot thermometer. Didn't realize that either. Anyways, let's slap 2 thermometers and 2 barometers on. Then 2 mystery goose, of course. Now next thing is we need a decoupler. We don't need a heat shield yet, but we do have it. Since we're not getting too high, my bad, not going too far and too high. So let's build. Well, I think that's more than enough, especially since we only have this. No wait, this is with gimbal, isn't it? Yes, it's gimbaled. Nice. Do we have the decouple side decouple? No, we don't. So we're going to stay with boosters. 4 of them. If this is going, let's hope this is going to work. This is working. It's all work. So that's it. That's those. Then. Great. Awesome. I think that's really it, and we're only going to go for some observations, and those are easy after you know where to go, of course. That is. So one is more or less okay. Let's activate navigation. I'll activate SIS since Jebediah is a pilot. We can use this thing, and now let's go. Just straight up with those solid rocket boosters. And I think now it would have been better to, how is it called? Reduce the thrust on those. This is also now very inefficient. We have some fuel, but this thing is not aerodynamically stable, so okay, and we are not allowed to go above. What was it? No, where is it here? And I think I should increase the UI a little bit bigger, probably. So take below 18 and 16, and this one is the higher one, if I'm right, if I'm not mistaken. So just going to fly. Yeah, there you can see it. Going just to continue this way until we get a message to. Whoa, there was an explosion. Probably boosters hit the landing pad. Oh, we are entering, so crew report. Oh, we should have transmitted it. Okay, scrub it. No, next one. This is also overwater, so that's not an issue. Now turning around. We're not quite a plane, but we are high enough so that drag is not the biggest issue, and air resistance. And we're out of fuel, and that's a big thing. Let's hope we will reach this, or get in range of this thing. Crew report, come on please. Are you going to make it? No. Nope, we're not going to make it. That's not great, I guess. Oh, and I totally forgot about the barometers. And no, just going to make crew report even though it's not used that much. Can we do, or is a good useful? No, it's not useful. Anyways, let's deploy our parachute. Slowing us down, and now slowly but surely getting down towards the sea. Anyways, you can go away. Yeah, that's more or less it, I guess. Come on. Waiting until touchdown, and then again quickly doing those barometers and thermometers. And there we go. Recover vessel. Another 23 signs, that's good. Now we are going to take another contract, even though we didn't fulfill the second one there. Let's say test LV99, no, LVT swivel landed. So this gives us 4,000 for just using it on launch. Above. Okay, so I'm going to use this, even though I don't really like those kinds of contracts. We're just going to use this thing, and then everything's fine, I guess. So what is the swivel engine? So we just need to use this thing at launch. So this entire stage can be deleted, and we need to get further. How about we going to do it that way? We will stick on a SRB, the small SRB here, and use it just as our second stage, instead of this, instead of the booster stage, going to use this on main, well, as a secondary stage, even though that's pretty much the most stupid idea, but from efficiency. But who cares, as long as we get the science done and everything that is needed to be done, then I think that's not an issue. Again, let's activate navigation and go there. This time we can turn faster, and probably going to reach it this time. I think a little bit more fuel would have been better. So we did this. So are we going to get something? Yes, there we go. Oh, there are a lot of parameters. Okay, so contract completed. What did we get? 3,000 and first milestone. So we performed the VA, we have broken speed record, we have broken another speed record, launched our first vessel, and so this is also pretty useful to get some money. So all those different things, traveling distance, altitude record, 7,000, what do I have here? 500, whatever. Let's close it. And now boost with our big badass tiny SRB. I hope I'm not going above the altitude. And we're pretty fast. 1000 meters per second. Oh god, that's really fast. And we're probably going to miss it again. Are we? Let's try and steer aerodynamically at least a little bit. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And now we're more or less at the right height. However, we are slightly off to the south. Oh, come on. That's not fun. Okay, let's see what do we have here. Slow down for parachute opening. And then again, accelerate. Okay, so time, of course. You now give me that. 11,000, 5,000, 3,000, 11,000, 4,000, and that's all. So now we have 130,000 funds and what was it? 40. A little bit under 40 science points. Okay, now this is starting to get really ridiculous. By launching 2 times and not completing what I wanted to complete, I think it's time to go into the research and development center, getting either more science equipment for we can't afford it. Let's go for general rocketry, bigger, better, everything. And 18, and we have exactly 18. That's just perfect. Everything was planned. Okay, I think the next and more or less last thing I'm going to do is to, well, 40 days of episode, of course, is to launch, well, head out of the atmosphere, breakout, take it. For that we're going to throw everything away, and we probably start needing a heat shield now-ish, and now, more or less, or at least I think. You know, I think as long as we're not going orbital velocity, this shouldn't be too big of an issue, except we're going straight up, and since my plan is at the moment going straight up, we should really take something with us. A heat shield. I mean, yeah, of course. Then let's take the swivel, still swiveling. I think let's take another fuel tank. This is the good amount of fuel for this engine. And now the thing, either going for one big rocket booster or multiple small. No, let's go with one big. Let's take this thing as well. 4 of those fins, those are not movable. So I think this is the, since they're not movable. How many parts are you? 20 out of 30 and 4 more tons. And you know what? Let's just leave it the way it is and start now. Go launch, make it launch. And if possible, I would like to go there, if possible, but that's only my secondary goal at the moment. Okay, not as much thrust to weight ratio as I'd expected, but it's getting off quite fast, so, well, fast enough. So we have 2 of each experiment, one for high atmosphere because we were only flying low, I think at least, yeah, probably, and one for space since our goal is to reach space, and that's at the height of 7,000 meters. So, well, on Kerbin at least. Now you can see already curvature at 11,000. Now you can detach this and engage our next engine. Now, a little bit to the, what was it, north or south? Okay, definitely the wrong side. Now we're approaching 20,000. Let's throttle a little bit down. Let's see, are we already high in the atmosphere? Of Kerbin's upper atmosphere, there you go. So one set of experiments going for upper atmosphere. And the crew report, we can only do one crew report, and I'm going to stick with the atmosphere crew report. Now, where are we? Okay, we're already going way too far in terms of, you know, hitting this marker. But anyways, we can afford it. Let's burn slightly down. I don't want to get too high. We're already 25 to reach around 120 kilometers, and we're in space, as you can hear at in the music. Yeah, the music changes. Well, the music sets in. Now, atmospheric pressure scan whilst in space near Cuban. The instrument reads 0, as if it were in a vacuum. Oh wait, vacuum in space? That's the first time I'm hearing something about that. Collected and recorded temperature from the environment. Thank you. What does the mystery goo tell us? The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. It also appears to become more brittle. Thank you very much. And crew report I've already done and used up that space, so now to touch our command module, turn around and fly again down. There you go. Now probably best would be getting more or less retrograde in order not to burn up. Let's see how useful this heat shield was or needed. No, not really. Yeah, but still better safe than sorry. Since Jeb dying is always a bad idea, or a bad thing, bad result, bad outcome. You know what I mean, so... And now the third and last line, no, the fourth probably even, and last lining for today. So come on. Getting down 25 out of 50 electrical charge, so sooner or later we will have to add some batteries. And splashdown after a more or less successful mission. And how much science did we get? 60 science. Wait, okay, so crew report, everything, and then recovery of a vessel from a suborbital flight. 7.2. Great, thank you. And we have some debris there. Wait, debris in the ocean. Recover. Thank you, we got some money back. That's always good. Now, what are we going to do with this juicy science? I would say basic science to get batteries, more science equipment, and then 20. We're out of points anyway, so I think with that, with new things unlocked in the science, in the R&D department, I think it's thanks very much for watching. Tell me whether I should cut a few missions to gain some more money, especially this pesca mission that is still ongoing out, or just film everything and, well, record everything and, yeah, just let it the way it is at the moment. General feedback always welcome down, and until next time, Space Shield.